video is your ultimate guide to build your ethnic wardrobe from 0 to 100. Hi guys, I'm Jagosheni. Welcome to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, I give you a very warm welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking around. In today's video, I'm going to tell you 10 things that are absolutely essential to add that ethnic touch to your outfit. Now, to be really honest, I do not believe in that concept that you absolutely need this particular thing in your wardrobe anymore. Firstly, because nothing is absolutely inevitable. You can do without any of the things that I'm going to mention in this video. However, this is a popular tag on YouTube, and I just believe that having some key pieces in your wardrobe can add a bit of ethnic touch to any outfit. If you want to, you can build a top to bottom ethnic look, or you can just add one element to your outfit and make it look a bit tasty. Now again, India has too many regions, and each state, each region's taste varies. However, for these 10 things, I have kept in mind the factor of accessibility and something that we see mostly these days. This video is going to have lots and lots of pictures for your reference and a lot of styling tips that I hope are really helpful to you. But please subscribe if you like this video. And the first thing that I feel is absolutely necessary is a long skirt. I really believe that a long skirt is absolutely necessary in an ethnic wardrobe. Okay, it can be in any print. It can be an indigo print, it can be a dabu print, it can be an ajrak print. A long skirt in a cotton material with a lot of gheras can actually be dressed up or dressed down according to occasions. Like, you can pair a long skirt with a t-shirt, and you can just take a bag, wear a pair of earrings and go to college, or you can just wear a fitted sleeveless top on top of your long skirt, wear a bright lip, put on some kajal, wear elaborate jewelry, and you can just wear it to any occasion. A long skirt is extremely comfortable. It is great to wear in winters if you wear it with tights. Like, I have a winter styling video for ethnic wear where I have shown that you can wear a long skirt and you just need to wear tights underneath it, wear a solid colored sweater or a cardigan on top of it, wear a pair of boots, and you are just going to look absolutely knocking. Take a scarf and you just dress it during the winters. It's a top to bottom ethnic look in winters. In the summers, you just wear spaghetti strap top. That is, that used to be my favorite look when I was in college. I used to wear a long skirt, and then I used to wear this spaghetti strap top, and it just used to look so good. Take a nice ethnic bag and you're good to go. So long skirts are my first essential. Remember that the long skirt needs to be in cotton material, because it's much more versatile to style. You can wear it, you can style it casually, you can dress it up in multiple ways. I'm planning to do a video on that, so please let me know that if you want to see the number of ways in which you can style a long skirt. I can think about so many ways, really. So yes, that is my first essential. The second essential, according to me, is a dupatta. Now, I'm not going to say that it is a dupatta. I'm going to say that it is a lot of dupattas. But if you are someone who is new in building an ethnic wardrobe, you just want to add some ethnic touch to your wardrobe, I would advise you to have two nice cotton dupattas. Cotton dupattas are great, you can wear it as scarves, you can wear a solid colored outfit, and you can take that printed cotton dupatta. You can wear it as a scarf with your skirt and your spaghetti strap top, or a solid colored full sleeve top. You can wear that dupatta as a dupatta with a top to bottom solid colored with a top to bottom solid colored kurta churidar as a contrast. You can wear that printed dupatta with a contrast print. I love print on print, so you can do that. And the other dupatta that I think that everyone should have is one heavy dupatta that is great to wear in occasions. For example, a dupatta in the material brocade, because it just dresses up your whole outfit. Just think that you're wearing a top to bottom solid colored outfit, and you just throw in a brocade dupatta, and it just looks amazing. Okay, you can wear that brocade dupatta along with your lehengas as well, so you can wear it in multiple ways. So having one occasion wear dupatta and having cotton dupattas are great. In fact, I am a fan of minimalist wardrobe. I was thinking of filming a video on trying a desi minimalist wardrobe, so that is another thing I'm thinking. So let me know what you think about that. And on that note, the third thing that I think is an essential in an ethnic wardrobe is a short kurta. Now, why a short kurta? Because a short kurta is something that you can wear directly to office or to college with denims or with a solid colored pair of trousers with minimal or no jewelry and very light makeup. And if you need to dress it up for an occasion, you can just wear that same outfit with heavier earrings, heels and more makeup. So the third essential is a short kurta. Now, talking about kurtas, the fourth essential according to me is an anarkali in a neutral color. Now, an anarkali in a neutral color is an absolute must according to me, because you can wear this neutral colored anarkali like this gray one here with just a single piece of jewelry, and it is a whole outfit. Okay, you can wear that anarkali as a dress with a single piece of jewelry, or you can just wear that anarkali with a pair of churidar in the traditional way that it is meant to be worn. You throw in a dupatta and you can just go to any occasion, and you wear heavy pair of earrings. Okay, so the fourth essential according to me is a neutral colored anarkali. It is a must. You wear it as a dress, you wear it as an anarkali, you throw in more jewelry, you don't wear jewelry, you wear no jewelry, no makeup, just leave your hair loose, and even then an anarkali looks great. So a neutral colored anarkali is the fourth essential. The fifth essential according to me is an all white outfit. Now I leave it to you. Is it a white chikankari kurta for you? Great. Is it a white anarkali for you? Even better. Is it like a white pair of trousers with a white short kurta for you? Absolutely amazing. I leave what kind of outfit it is to you, but according to me an all white outfit is absolutely necessary. Like, this is one thing, even though I said it's not necessary, none of the things I say is necessary, like you have to invest your money in, but this is one thing I'm going to tell you: please invest your money in an all white outfit. It is just going to level up your game that much. Okay, I mean, if you were 50, like, no, you're not 50, you're 100, but if you were 100, you're going to be 250 or 300 or 500 if you have an all white outfit. Now, why? Because an all white outfit you can just throw it on. You wear red lipstick, it's great. You wear a all white solid colored outfit, you throw in a colorful dupatta. Remember I told you about those 3 dupattas, so you throw in any one of them on top of it and it is going to look amazing. You will be ready to go anywhere wearing that. You are going to wear an all You are going to wear an all white outfit, you wear elaborate jewelry, it is going to look great. I mean, this is effortless, this is amazing, and it is a must. The seventh thing according to me, no, wait, it was the sixth, right? Yeah, so the sixth thing according to me are straight kurtas. Now, in the straight kurtas, I'm going to tell you, have one black kurta handy, because straight kurtas are something that are absolutely universal. You need them to wear to college, to office, anywhere, and straight kurtas are the staples that if I don't talk about are going to be an injustice. Now, a straight kurta is great. You wear it with pajamas, you wear it with churidars, you wear it on top of those long skirts I told you about, anything. Straight kurtas are great. I would advise you to have in solid block colors. I am a huge believer in investing in solid colored outfits because they can be styled in more ways than one. In contrast to, very specific prints, even though print on prints look great, but I think the options while styling solid colors are much more. That is my personal opinion. So have straight kurtas. For the seventh essential, I have finally come to my favorite outfit ever, which are saris. Now, if you're Indian, chances are that you will make do with your mother's or your grandmother's saris. However, there are a few saris that you should also invest in for yourself. Now, of course, if you have to go to a wedding, you can always wear the heavy saris in your mother's wardrobe and you can dress it a bit differently. Like, for example, there was a video of mine where I had shown how to dress your mother's wedding Banarasi without having to get married yourself. You can wear those heavy sarees that your mom owns or your grandmother owns, and you can just dress it completely differently and straight up go to any occasion, any family wedding, anywhere, and it is going to look great. However, I would ask you to invest in some classics that are not very expensive. For example, an indigo sari. An indigo sari can be styled in multiple ways. You can wear it to your freshers party, you can wear it to your farewell, you know, all those occasions where you need saris but you cannot really wear very elaborate saris. You can style them in multiple ways. So invest in classic things like an indigo sari or a solid colored sari in cotton, or you know, in khadi. Invest in saris that are invest in natural textiles. So have an indigo sari, a cotton solid colored saris. These are great investment pieces that can be dressed up, dressed down, and dressed in multiple ways. And for other occasions, you always have your mom to turn to. Now for the last three things, this segment is the accessories segment. Now the accessories segments are make or break for me. Accessories make an outfit or they break an outfit. So this is a very important section. Now before talking about jewelry, which is my 9th essential, I'm going to talk about bags. Why I'm talking about bags? Because say you're wearing a denim and a t-shirt, a denim and a white shirt, anything that you're wearing, if you have a nice ethnic bag, you take it and your whole look changes. Taking a nice ethnic bag just adds that nice ethnic touch to your entire outfit and transforms your whole look. So my 8th essential is an ethnic bag. It can be a laptop bag, it can be your regular bag, but having an ethnic bag is great. The 9th essential are jewelries. For me, these are silver jewelries. Having one key silver piece is very, very important. Now, I don't have ear piercings, but if you do, have one small silver earring and a big heavier silver earring. Those are good to go. They are going to look amazing, and you know, it just seals the whole look together. You wear the big earrings with your short kurtas and you go to an occasion. You wear the small earrings with your short kurtas and you go to office. You wear your big earrings with a nice solid colored cotton sari and your look is complete. Now since I do not have ear piercings, for me my go-to key silver jewelry are necklaces. Now these are the two necklaces I'm wearing. This is the one that I have styled in many of my videos really. So this is my occasion wear silver jewelry, and this one is the one that I wear when I need to dress up a bit but not too much. I can also wear this together for, you know, a more elaborate occasion. So for me it is a necklace. However, if you do not want to dress up at all, you just wear a bangle like this, it is going to look great. You can wear a silver ring and it is going to look great as well. So yes, having a key silver jewelry, a key piece that you can use to dress up any outfit is absolutely necessary according to me. Now last but not the least, I also believe that shoes make or break an outfit. Now for my ethnic wardrobe, I'm a fan of jutis. Kolhapuri jutis look absolutely amazing. These are our crafts, our very own crafts, and the more we wear them, the better it is. So the Kolhapuri jutis, if you just wear it with any outfit, you give that instant ethnic touch, like taking that ethnic print back, okay? So yeah, please remember the kind of jutis you're wearing. Those are very important as well. Okay, so there you go. This was your ultimate guide to ethnic wardrobe essentials. Now you tell me that which key piece you think is an essential in your wardrobe. Don't forget to comment, hit the subscribe button if you like this video. I really look forward to talking to you guys. Hit the like button too, it helps me make more videos. Please, please, please subscribe, and I'll just look forward to hear from you in my comment box, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.